Hello my treasures, it's time to crush opponents with Colifero Hunter. The idea behind this is we're going to be using Colifero in order to get additional copies of King Krush to overwhelm our opponent with a bunch of charged minions, hopefully OTKing them in a single turn by using Sneaky Snakes as an enabler for this combo. We also have Sir Finley as reset King Krush to the deck. However, if you really want to, you could swap out Sir Finley for another Spines, but I know my luck when it comes to drawing into King Krush before I want to, so I stuck with Finley for this deck. Now, for the Mulligan guide, Hidden Meaning is a great card to keep in your starting hand. Same thing with Titan Forge Traps. These both allow you to get a lot of advantage really quickly. Outside of this, you're going to be looking for cards like Harpoon Gun or Shell Shot in order to act as early game removal tools, and draw power cards are always really good to keep too. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, this opener doesn't look that bad. I'm just going to keep everything here. Finley in the opener is actually pretty decent, just because it means we don't have to rely on randomly drawing into it. Though, again, this is Sludge Warlock, probably, I'd assume, as the matchup, which is not my favorite matchup right now. I will say, though, Sludge Warlock I'm at least a little bit more happy with facing than something like Pure Paladin or Control Warrior or whatever, your Odin Warrior, just because those decks have been around for a while now and they've kind of overstayed their welcome, to be fair. And this is at least a newer deck, right? It's annoying, but it's a newer deck. I think we'll slam down Hidden Meaning this turn. The next turn we'll either slam down 3 of the worms, or we'll actually we have a few possibilities. Perfect, the hero power, which gets us a free minion. What do we get? We get a 2/4. That's actually not bad. Alright, let's... Honestly, we probably should have attacked the 2/2 first, but that's fine. So let's just slam these down. We're going to get big. 3 bodies is actually... this early, it might not matter. Though, there is one card that instantly clears our board. Okay, and that isn't it. Okay. We only have to deal with Sludge on Wheels because that is such a fun card to mess with. Also, probably... Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say we probably should have used Harpoon Gun there and then attacked into the Sludge. I'm going to go for Emergency because it's funny. And then we'll go for Hat Trick. Because a 4/1 body on board for free, that... I guess it can't attack with the same turn that it gets revived, but still. Okay. So we'll pop this, and then we have a lot of choices here actually. Snakes could be good for later, but I think we're going to go for the traps just in case we can get maybe like another freezing trap or something, right? Oh no, please don't pop off, please. Oh, I mean, at least it gets us another minion on board. Okay, how do we want to deal with this? So let's... I'm amazed that actually hit the target that it was supposed to hit. Knowing my luck in the past, it would have accidentally hit one of my own minions. Okay, going for Hidden Meaning, and then we'll probably go for Wandering Monster. They probably aren't going to be attacking our hero, but that's honestly still the best bet we have. Urchin Spines is good for later, just in case they flood the board a bunch too, right?
It's completely safe. Just don't spill it.
Oh, that feels bad. But at least we get a 4/4 body. Doesn't that feel great? Well, I guess we'll slam this down. That gets rid of the board. That's good. Then use Hidden Meaning to maybe get another minion for free. Oof. I mean, yeah, that probably was going to always happen. Okay, they only get 1 imp. The 2/2 is actually not bad. Oh, that's actually a really good minion. Oh, we aren't crushing it. Why? King Krush. I mean, I'm trying to think of how we want to do this. Let's see if we can get something that we can easily destroy both minions. I think there was a Shell Shot at the bottom of the deck. There was. Okay, that gets rid of... Oh, hey, buddy, that's actually a really good top deck. Especially now that we know Krush is at the bottom. We're about to crush them out of this game. Please. Well, actually, it doesn't matter even if they destroy the top 6 cards of the deck, because the bottom cards are the most important right now. Sure, go for it. I mean, we will have 3 Krushes next turn. Yeah, this is GG. Oh, actually, we'll have 4. That's better than I thought it was going to be. We're showing them who the true king here is. Okay, Warrior, the other big prominent deck that is currently floating around. Krush is not something I want to see in the opener. I mean, if you see Finley in the opener, then you want to keep Krush, but if you don't, then yeah, keeping Tremors is good. Oh, I don't need a second one, right? There's 3. I guess we'll probably slam down 2 of these. Hopefully they don't have Blade Storm. Knowing my luck, they probably will. Okay, shield block isn't enough. Yeah, let's slam this down. Oh, I was really hoping we wouldn't get a Fox here, because that does incentivize them to wipe out the board easily. We're bashing. Okay. Also does kind of make me think this is going to be the Odin like OTK version of Control Warrior. I really do want to try that out in Wild. The problem is I don't touch Wild that often, and I really don't feel like doing another Legend grind. But you never know, we could. Like Legend, or I mean, Wild is something I eventually want to cover. I just need to have enough dust and like critical mass cards, which is why like I may or may not have spent a bunch of dust on good old common cards. I now own every single common card that's ever been printed in the game of Hearthstone. So take that as what you will. I just wish the current twist format would have been a little bit nicer. Let's get rid of that. Let's discover some secrets. Maybe get a bait and switch. Hat trick isn't bad. Yeah, going for bait and switch. We could go for freezing trap, but I don't think that's good here. I mean, 3 of these down. We'll go face. Hero power, pass it back. We could... actually, that'll help trigger bait and switch, so... Oh, Perfect. Perfect. We'll get some... We'll keep some minions alive. Oh, maybe we won't. Okay, maybe we didn't get to keep as many minions as I had hoped. Let's use Celestial. We'll conjure some cards out of our deck and go face. That's a nice card. Oh, all of that's real nice. We're real lucky here. Perfect. Oh, that's actually nice. That's even better because that prevents us from drawing. I mean, like, okay, look. We'll draw some cards out of the deck. Go with tracking just in case. Let's see if we can grab anything else cool. Sneaky Snakes is actually what we're looking for. We're going to use Harpoon Gun. I know we probably could have had Lethal there. Oh, Sneaky Snakes number 2 for the top deck is actually just great. All right, we definitely could have had Lethal there. Actually, maybe we would have still been 1 off. Well, you know, if we can delay it by another, I mean, we're probably going to win. Trying to do the math. We'd be 1 off if we tried to go for the combo right now. So let's just delay it by another turn. I don't think this is going to become a problem. We can use Celestial Shot and then Shell Shot. And then all we gotta hope is they don't have any type of giant taunt. But I honestly expect them to slam down Odin here. Hey, I was right. Right, so we're about to be a little bit sneaky here and slam down a art combo. It is a GG. Who is the true king? It definitely isn't Odin. It is definitely our crushing victory. Okay, mage. That's interesting. I haven't seen many mages. I know I put out the mage list. I love that list just because of like how thematic it went with Colifero, cauliflower, whatever you want to call him, right? Let's just slam this down. Getting Sir Finley is good. I will say a lot of these combos that rely currently on Finley, it's going to suck to see him go, but like we probably should be able to still do it in some of the classes that I haven't covered yet. Rogue should have a new version of this list with Leroy Jenkins, I would assume. Demon Hunter will dispose evidence is going away, so maybe we won't have something there. It also depends on like what Blizzard prints for both of those classes too. Warrior I'm curious about because Black Rock and Roll plus like Rom could be fun, right? I have a lot of ideas for our legendary here, but I think after I get the next video out on Colifero, I'm just gonna call him Collie. The next video after this, we are going to take at least a week break before we try to do a different combo, because Warrior I think is another one that could be a lot of fun, and it also does kind of rely on Finley, but semantics, right? Like that deck actually shouldn't be that hard to make work. I don't think it should be that hard. All right, let's go with Conjured Arrow, slam down as many minions as possible, go face. We got the best 3-cost minion that we could get, which is the 5/5. I love the artwork on that card, by the way. That's I think I put it on a thumbnail at one point. I'm like 90% sure it's been on a thumbnail. The harder thing with a lot of cards that look really good and they're common, I'll give you a hint or some background information with how the YouTube algorithm works. The YouTube algorithm doesn't, or people don't like clicking on videos with common cards on the video thumbnail for some reason. Legendaries get you more clicks, which is why like 80% of my videos use legendaries usually as the full art. It's a fun little factoid, at least in my personal experience, right? Okay, what are they going to grab there? Oh, a secret. Oh, great. The problem with this matchup in particular is if they're the fact that they're mage, they could easily get objection, and we don't have that many minions in the list ourselves. And as long as they get objection, we are kind of screwed, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh. Well, at least we can easily get rid of that. It also took damage from our weapon because, oh, perfect. That actually is good. Oh, we actually will probably want to put down Harpoon Gun, which looks weird, don't get me wrong. But by putting Harpoon Gun down now, we prevent us from drawing into anything for a few turns. I'm going to go with Star Power. Wild Spirits is better. We just need anything to stick on the board. That's also why Wild Spirits is going to be really nice this turn, because Wild Spirits, in theory, does put a body on board that will be untargetable by them. They're only at 14 HP. So as long as they don't randomly generate a objection, we're good. Okay, that actually... I wish we did that in the reverse order right there. That would have been a little bit better. Oh... I wish we didn't get foxes. When I want the bear, we never get the bear. Rewind probably, like... Okay, I'm assuming that is going to not be objection, but we might still want to play around objection. Could also be counterspell in theory too. Okay, yeah, we knew Star Power was coming. Oh right. Yeah, that Okay, we don't have 2 bodies on board, so we're probably going to AoE here. Oh, please, no. Well, I mean, we do still have Conjured Arrow if we really want to use it. Let's use one of these and then hit a meaning, because the 4/3 will be turning into a minion next turn. As long as we don't draw into King Krush, we should be fine. Come on. Just don't... Solid Alibi would also be bad, but not many people are running Solid Alibi. That is why the Wild Seed package is so good in this deck. You just can't deal with it, and then it gets transformed into fodder for Kali, which turns into Krushes, which allows you to just crush your opponent out of the game. No taunts. Doesn't matter what we get. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not Krush. No Krush. I mean, even if it is Krush, we still technically have it. But at least this way, we have it with the win condition that I want to show off. This is just GG. Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, this is one of those decks that I was actually kind of shocked of how well it performed. It, again, like the mage variant of the list, does have a little bit of a trouble with Sludge Warlock. However, this does have, I think, a little bit of a better matchup than that deck did. This deck actually has a lot of ways to prevent yourself from drawing into King Krush through Harpoon Gun, or just adding a bunch of bodies on the board to delay the inevitable burn turns that a Sludge Warlock can do. This uses also the Wild Seed package, which is going to be rotating out soon, and is actually quite a good way to get additional bodies on board that your opponent won't be able to interact with until you slam down Colifero, so you can OTK them with a King Krush. Overall, I think this deck is actually pretty decent and is probably one of the better homes for Colifero. So if you're looking for some use of this card, try this one out. And if you're a real big fan of this card, you'll be seeing another deck pretty soon. But like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next one, bye.